Hello everyone, this is Abhishek Yadav and today we are going to see Web Technology Lab Experiment number 6. So in this we have JavaScript and we have a total of 6 problems. So let's start one by one. So the first one is to display a digital clock. So it will display the system time which is 49 minutes 31 seconds. Let's see the coding. So what we are going to do is we are going to this is the body which you can see digital clock, and then the script is so whenever on load function, so this will be called set interval will be called, and set interval the timing is 1 second. So after every 1 second this display function will be called. So the new date a new date will be made every second, and we'll get predefined functions. Through predefined functions we'll get hours, minutes and seconds, and then finally we are going to display it in the span time. So dot in HTML time is this many hours, this many minutes, this many seconds. Our next problem is to change the background color randomly. So it's like it will change automatically, nothing to do. Let's go for the coding. So here we have dynamic background, the body we can see, and the script. So again we are going to use set background, and it is going as asking the question, we have to call it after every 2 seconds. So I have written 2000 because it is taken milliseconds. So after every 2000 milliseconds, that is 2 seconds, the function set background will be called. So what we are going to do, we are going to take random math.random, which is going to generate random numbers between 0 to 255, and then we are going to change it into integer values, which will be assigned to red, blue and green. So three integer values we have for RBG, and then what we are going to make a color with the combination RBG. So we'll get something like this. So the values for that we'll get, so document dot get entry, so body dot style. So in that what we are going to change the background color with this color. So the background color will be changing after every 2 seconds. The third problem is to when we zoom hover over the text, the text size will change and to be zoom in. So let's see the coding. So here we have, so this is the body which you can see, and on the ID is para1 and mouse over. So it will call the function increase size, and on mouse over out it will call the function decrease size. So in increase size dot get element by ID, this thing dot font size equal to 40 pixels. So this function will be called whenever the mouse is over it, and whenever mouse goes out it will call the function decrease size. So the font size will be decreased to 20 pixels. We can even decrease it more so that we could see that change. So it's okay. So moving to the next we have to start the car. When we click on start, like when we reload, when we start it goes ahead, but when we stop it comes back to the original initial position. We click on start, it goes ahead. On the start reload, it will go back to the initial position. So for that let's see the coding. So in the body part we have just to do text and JavaScript. Now in the script we have image equal to null. First of all we have taken two variable, image and animate. So what will happen, that on click on start button, this start move right function will be called, and click on stop button, stop function will be called. So image source is car.bgp. So what will happen, move right function will be called. So image, first of all initial functions, whenever on load, what will happen, initial function will be called. So the image object, from null it will be assigned the value by my image. So this will be given, and then style portion will be changed to relative, and left side will be 0. So when move right will be called style dot right. So the image style dot left will be increased by 10 pixels. So from the right side it is increased by 10 pixels. So it will, and it will call for timeout, like the same function will be called timeout move right. So after every pause of 200 milliseconds, so after every 200 millis it will call the function, and again here it will call the same function. So but it will wait for 200 milliseconds, so we can see the car moving. Next problem is to make an array of elements and display the details using for loop, and then distinguish using the if condition as given in the question. Like something like this we have to create with having three properties, and then we have to iterate using. So let's see the coding. So basically we have the body part, and in the script we have the variable object name, and in the array we have for the first one we have these properties: property 1, 2, 3, property 1, property 2, and property 3. Property 1 is my name, my registration number, and my date, year of birth. Similarly, for the second person, the second element, we have name, age, and so using that for loop variable I, we are going to make so inner HTML equal to has ID. So the property one will be displayed. So the first person has ID this, and year of birth this will be displayed. So both of them, or if we have any more, so all of them can be written using one for loop. And after this for loop we are going to check, so for how many items. So if the property 1, that is, if the property 3, that is the date of birth, it is greater than 2000, so it will be displayed in another section. And if it so to arrange, so in for we have if and else, so again it goes and it prints the like who has date of birth before 2000, and as you can see before 2000. So we must make more data entries so that we could see it clearly. That's all. Thank you.